Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jared.
We're the Fragrance Bros. Come at you again with another fragrance review, this time on Ciel Man.
Yes.
By Amouage.
Right.
One not oft talk about.
No, it's not, and it's kind of a outlier for the house.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Date introduced is 2003. It's classified as an aromatic spicy. Notes are lavender, lily of the valley, bergamot, rose, nutmeg, cinnamon, peach, jasmine, cardamom, sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, incense, and cedar.
Boom. Nailed it. Boom,
Yes.
boom, 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 boom. Super bass.
Whoa.
It's Nicki Minaj.
Now, what are you going to have longevity out of this?
I get average longevity.
Yeah.
Probably 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's fine, you know, for this kind of fragrance.
Yeah.
Less than what I expect from Amouage.
Yes.
But given the type, I'm fine with that.
Yep. Got about the same.
Boom.
What about projection?
Average, and maybe not that high on the average
Okay.
scale too. Why don't you?
I thought it was pretty excellent actually on me.
Great.
So yeah,
Okay.
it pushed out pretty far.
Okay.
Season, I would say this is best for spring, but we need to talk about. We'll talk about it later about what they're going in, what they're trying to portray there.
Yeah.
I would say it's best for spring and best for daytime.
Yeah.
And purpose, I would say this is best for casual only.
Yeah. I agree.
And what does this remind you of?
You know, it actually reminds me of a lot of. I get like a clean laundry smell scent from it.
Yeah.
And a lot, specifically dryer sheets is what I get, and not in the same way that like Individuel and Original Santal. It's different than that. But I think it's a combination of some of those floral notes and what I think is nutmeg. I think I'm picking a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
It has like a nutty quality to it to me. There's some sort of almost like a gourmandish thing laying underneath that flower, that floral heart, the floral top to me.
Yeah.
But the images that they kind of have packaged with their marketing give like a beachy
Yeah.
thing, and to me it's not that at all.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not that it's not bad that it's not like that. I like what it does, but it's a misrepresentation to me.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. Like whenever you see, we have a sample of this, and on the sample is the bottle on the beach with sand and driftwood and water in the background.
Yeah.
And so you think, okay, this is going to smell beachy.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a good thing because you know typically what you think of as beachy is it's going to smell aquatic, or it's going to smell maybe somewhat citrusy, or it's going to have coconut in it, or
Yeah.
something like that. And in a way, I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because that is a tired cliche.
That's been
with,
done.
with beach fragrances, okay?
Yeah.
And, frankly, I don't like those type of fragrances.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate what they did. However, even though it's different in that regard, it doesn't remind me of the beach at all. Like
No.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no reference of the beach
Yeah.
at all. Not even the vaguest.
Right.
Like I can't even make the connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's where I think their communication is a little off there.
Yeah.
And Ciel obviously is a play on heaven,
Right.
and I could see that.
Yeah.
I can actually see that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird,
Yeah.
It does smell very powdery and cloudy, so I can get kind of a heavenly type of
Yeah.
vibe from it, but not the beach.
Right.
But I don't know why they would call it Ciel and have the beach reference.
Yeah. It seems like there was a disconnect between the perfume and the naming convention, and then the marketing department's like they did something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like this, what I get reminded of is like I do get reminded of summertime, and like a dude in like white cotton linen button-down shirt and like linen pants.
Okay.
And maybe like wicker shoes or something like that. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
wicker
shoes. Is that?
But you know what I mean, like some light leather sandals or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it does have that, but it is powdery. I didn't think about that till you said it is quite powdery.
Yeah.
But it is a nice light fragrance, and Amouage does not do this very often.
Right.
They're usually heavy-handed with the notes. So
Yeah.
I actually appreciate what it does. I think
Okay.
it's a nice difference. There's something a little off about it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going there just.
Yeah, I'm about to.
There's something that's like. It's almost like I got a load of fresh laundry that sat in the wash a little bit too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't smell like mildew, but that memory is what that thought is like. It's like, no, it's clean. but turn just a little bit.
That's right.
Kind of like, remember Bois d'Argent we talked about? It's like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
exactly.
it's billowy and what? Huh. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
What are you going to say about it?
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying. I'll get there in a minute. But what I really get out of this fragrance is a ton of lavender. And lavender is what reminds me of the laundry sheets.
Okay.
Lavender, of course, is very reminiscent of soap and cleanliness and laundry. But it's more than just that. There's a lot of lavender. There's like there's supposed to be peach in there. I don't smell a lot of peach, but I do smell like a sweet, fruity note that's paired with that lavender. That's nice, but it doesn't smell overly fruity. And typical of Amouage, they blend things in such a way that it's seamless. Yeah. So you don't really. It's a little harder to pick out the notes, which I really actually like. Yeah. So they took time to craft the fragrance. Yeah. And then I get like that cinnamon and nutmeg note. Yeah. Really bizarre. Yeah. On top of the floral note. It doesn't fit at all. But it's like a spicy note on top of a clean floral. Yeah. It's like food got on your clean shirt. Yeah. Is what it is.
It is. It's got to be that Amouage thing where they can't just, like we've talked about in other reviews, they take a convention in perfumery and mess with it a little bit. Yeah. So it's like clean fragrance and mess with it a little bit. And so I don't think that it's bad per se. It's just not what I expect when I go into this clean thing,
Yeah. I forgot to also add there's a lot of jasmine in this, and jasmine is also something that I really get with a lot with this with the lavender top as well. It's very, very powdery. If there's any powdery fragrance out there, this is it. And
Powder Man.
That's right. What I don't care about this fragrance is that it reminds me a lot of potpourri, and not in a good way. Like potpourri doesn't smell bad. Yeah. But this is kind of the negative connotation of what you don't want potpourri to smell like for fragrance. Like a lot of times perfumers want to get away from a fragrance smelling like potpourri. Well, this smells like potpourri to me. Yeah. And it does smell pretty feminine for a men's fragrance. A lot like an old lady.
Dang.
So it reminds me a lot of like an old lady's perfume.
I can see that. I think this can go one of two ways to a nose. You know what I mean? I didn't get that feeling. When you say it, and I smell it, I understand. Yeah. But that's not the feeling I got while I was wearing it. Okay. I felt like I just smelled clean. Okay. You know what I mean? So I guess you need to test it out for yourself and see which way you go. Yeah. Who knew this could be such a polarizing fragrance? Yeah. For such a different type of fragrance that they normally have. Yeah. I don't know. I got to give them kudos for doing something different. Yeah. I mean, that's nice because everything else is so heavy. Maybe just, I don't know. I guess I can't fault them for going away from conventions. Yeah. That's what they do. Yeah. It's one of those fragrances where they don't actually have the incense. Or if they do, I think it says there's incense in there. I can't really smell it. Yeah. So that to me is a plus. Yeah. Because they have enough of incense fragrances, right. Enough. Yeah, enough of that. Bang for buck, this is $238 after the discount at Mint New York for 100 ml. I think it's a little high. Yeah. You get fairly decent performance, but to me it's just kind of just too weird for me to really want to buy. Yeah. But it may blow your socks off because it's unique. So if you like really different weird fragrances, and if you're tired of the beachy typical fragrances, try it. It might blow your socks off. You might hate it, but you might like it. I feel like Amouage is kind of danged if they do, danged if they don't with this. Yeah. Because for me, there's such a wealth of beachy or clean fragrances on the market that cost a lot less than this. Yeah. That, I mean, I know they had to try. I mean, if I'm the owner of Amouage, I'm thinking you got to try something different, right? Fresh and light. You have to. Yeah. But no matter what you do, there's going to be cheaper options that accomplish near the same goal. Yeah. So this is different, but it's. I mean, I don't care enough about the difference to pay that much. Yeah. I'm fine with the $40 that I spent on other things. Right. So, I don't know. To me, it's not that great of a bang for the buck. Yeah. Unfortunately. Now, what about compliments? Yeah, people seem to like it. I mean, you smell fresh and clean. Stephanie thought it was good, but I mean, it wasn't any kind of like amazing compliment getter.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. My wife loves this.
Really?
Which is so weird.
That's great.
For her to like this.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't like much Amouage stuff, but she loves clean stuff. And
It doesn't smell like Amouage.
no, that's right. And she flipped out over this, which is just really bizarre.
Yeah.
But she loves it, so whatever.
That's great.
Final rating.
I think it's a 3 out of 5. I like what it does. I'm not going to buy it, and I probably won't wear it again just because I just have a sample. I'm not going to buy any of this. But I applaud Amouage for trying something different and sticking to their guns in making a fresh fragrance, but it's not like other fresh fragrances.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I'm going to give this 2 out of 5. I appreciate it for what it does, and I do think that there are people that will like this a lot. It's just not my thing at all. I actually don't like it that much. But I do, like I said, there's just something about Amouage, the way that they craft the fragrances, that is intriguing.
Yeah.
And that is interesting. Even if you don't like it, you still kind of respect it for what they do.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's that with this.
Yeah. Agreed.
So let us know what you think of Ciel Man down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye-bye.